ServiceNow Incident Management. The goal of incident management is to restore normal service operation as quickly as possible following an incident, while minimizing impact to business operations and ensuring quality is maintained. Creating an incident. Incidents can be created in several different ways in the system. From a new call record initiated when end users call the service desk, from a chat conversation initiated by an end user from the service portal, or directly from the incident application. To create an incident directly from the incident application, navigate to the incident application in the Application Navigator and select Create New. To create an incident from a new call record, navigate to Service Desk, Calls, New Call. Fill in the details of the call, including giving the call a category of incident, and then click on the Save and Go button. Doing so takes you directly to the incident form where you can work the incident. As noted in the Service Desk call video, much of the data from the call record is automatically transferred to the incident record to save you time and work. Incident form components. We will go through each part of the incident form in turn. You will see a row of buttons along the top of the incident form. These buttons will change depending upon the state of the incident and your role within ServiceNow. The Save button saves your changes to the form and stays on the incident form. The Save and Exit button saves your changes and submits the new incident for work. Submitting will take you back to a list of all incidents. The Resolve Incident button is only available on incidents that are not already in a resolved state. It will save your changes and change the state of the incident to resolved. Note that only certain users will see a Close button. These users include those with the ITIL admin or admin roles, the current incident's assignment group manager or group manager delegates, and the caller associated with the incident. The Reported By User is auto-populated from the call form's Caller field and represents the user who is alerting you to the incident. Often, the Reported By and the Reported For users will be the same, so the Reported For user will initially match the Reported By user. However, there is an option on the incident form to distinguish the two if necessary. As indicated by the asterisks, these fields are mandatory and must be completed in order to save the form. As was the case with the call form, these fields are reference fields and should be filled in using the reference icon to the right of each field. The user ID or SUNET ID and the primary affiliation field will automatically be populated from the Reported For user's record. If a primary affiliation does not appear, this is likely because there is no primary affiliation listed in the user's record. There are 8 different options, including none, for the category field. Use the drop-down menu to select the category into which the incident falls. The Affected CI field is another mandatory reference field on the incident form. For this reference field, you can choose from a variety of different service offerings. Choose the service offering that is impacted by the incident. Because there are many different offerings to select here, you might find it easiest to find an appropriate selection by using the list search options available from the reference pop-out window. Click on the reference icon, then click on the magnifying glass in the upper left of the reference pop-out. Doing so allows you to search each column for a key term. Prefix your search term with an asterisk to do a contains rather than a begins with search. Note too that throughout the system you can hover over the field labels to see hints describing the purpose of the field. The Risk/Impact field is used to calculate the priority of the incident and its SLAs. Choose a risk impact based on the number of users who are affected by the incident. The value of the risk impact field and the affected CI you have chosen will together determine the priority of the incident. The content of the short description field on the incident form will be taken from the same field on the call form, but the content of this field can continue to be edited after the call has been transferred to an incident. The state field on the incident form allows you to track the current status of an incident. A brand new incident that has not been worked should have a state of new. Other available states are active, awaiting problem, awaiting user info, awaiting third party, resolved, and closed. As mentioned previously, only certain users will be able to close an incident. Changing the state of the incident to resolved will make the close code and close notes fields in the Closure Information tab mandatory. Note that after 5 days, incidents in a resolved state will be automatically closed by the system. The assignment group for an incident is another mandatory field, and it is automatically selected based on the Tier 1 support group of the configuration item selected in the affected CI field. Technicians can use the Escalate button to escalate assignment of the incident to the next tier if the incident requires more urgent resolution or different technical knowledge. The Secure Group checkbox is a system set field based on the assignment group for the incident. If an incident is assigned to a secure group, then select details of the incident are visible only to that group. These details include requested for, work notes, additional comments, and location details. Group managers and manager delegates can determine whether their group is secure or not. The Assigned To field is another reference field. Your options for this field will include only those members in the previously selected assignment group. If you change the assignment group, the Assigned To field will be cleared and you will need to reassign the incident. The user assigned to the incident should keep the status of the incident up to date. When you assign an incident to yourself, the ticket will be listed in the My Work module. The state field's value will automatically be set to active as soon as you assign the incident to yourself. The Time Worked field will track time that has been spent working on the incident. Note that if you stay on the page for an extended period of time but do not save or update the record, the time spent on the page will not be recorded. Checking the Secure Incident checkbox will hide certain fields on the incident from fulfillers outside of the incident's current assignment group. In this example, fulfillers who are not in the UIT Service Desk group will not be able to see information about the reported for user or the alternate contact. Users outside of the assignment group will also not see the Related Records tab or the Location tab. Lastly, users outside of this group will not be able to change the assignment group for the incident or uncheck the Secure Incident box. If you check the KCS Results checkbox, the KCS Results tab with knowledge articles related to your incident will appear at the bottom of the incident form. You can link the incident to a specific knowledge article in the knowledge database using the KCS Solution reference field. Within the KCS Results tab, the red text on the top right of each article displayed indicates whether the article has been published or not. Fulfillers can use the KCS mechanism to browse knowledge articles without leaving the incident form and to edit draft articles on the fly. Click into a relevant article to view its details without leaving the incident form. If the user who reported the incident prefers to be contacted in a way not listed in their user record, enter the alternate contact information in the alternate contact field. This field will accept phone numbers, email addresses, and notes. Use the Notes tab to add individuals to the watch list. These may be users interested in the incident who were not assigned to the incident and did not report the incident. They will receive email notifications when updates are made to the incident. Those individuals added to the work notes list, but not elsewhere listed on the incident, will only receive notifications when work notes for the incidents are added. The additional comments field is for comments related to the incident that you would like the caller or watchlist users to see. Fulfiller's internal comments about the incident that don't need to be seen by end users should be added to the work notes field. Past comments, work notes, email notifications, and other activity on the incident will be displayed in the activity section of the form. You can add and remove the types of activity that show up in the activity section. Making changes to this filter will only affect your view of the incident's activity, not other users' views, and all fields will be checked by default. In the Related Records tab, you can view the call from which an incident originated. If a problem or change record is created directly from the incident record, the relevant record numbers will automatically be populated in this section. When resolving an incident, you will need to select the Closure Information tab and fill in two mandatory fields: classification code and close notes. The classification codes available will depend on the affected CI selected for the incident. In close notes, describe the incident and the procedure that was used to resolve it. If you check the Knowledge checkbox, the close notes will be copied to a draft knowledge article that will be created upon saving the form. Note that when a single incident might correspond to more than one other record, for example, incident tasks, those records will be found in the related lists at the bottom of the form, not within this tab. Whenever incidents are resolved by a technician, the reported by user will receive an email notification. This notification will provide the recipient with the option to rate their experience and give feedback. The rating, which can range from 1 to 5 stars, will appear in the survey response field after being submitted. The end user's survey comments will appear in the survey comments field. Once the incident is closed, the Closed By field will auto-populate with the user who closed the incident, and the Closed field will auto-populate with the date and time the incident was closed. The Location tab allows you to include more information about the location of the incident, including the building, floor, and room. SLAs, or Service Level Agreements, will automatically be associated with each incident based on the incident's priority and the affiliation of the user who reported the incident. In this case, no SLAs have been associated with our incident because the reported by user is guest. If we change the reported by user to one with a hospital affiliation, SLAs should appear in this tab. You can use the Task SLAs tab to track the time that has elapsed for an SLA. Note that the system will send notifications to the person assigned to an incident when 75% of an incident's SLA is reached. Another notification will be sent to the assigned to user and that user's manager when the incident reaches 90% of its SLA. If multiple tasks are needed throughout the course of resolving an incident, fulfillers can add them using the Tasks tab at the bottom of the incident form. Users with the ITIL role will be able to see all tasks associated with an incident in this tab. Incident tasks are optional, but can be created as needed. They are typically a set of necessary actions assigned to a group outside of the main group handling the incident. For this reason, incident tasks have an assignment group and assigned to fields that operate independently of the parent incident. A note on security. A secure incident task will behave similarly to a secure incident. Only those in the assignment group for the secure task will be able to see the additional comments, work notes, and requested for details of the task. There are two additional related lists that are important to note. You can see other incidents the user has reported by clicking on the Incidents by the Same Caller tab. Finally, you can see if an incident has been associated with an outage by clicking on the Outages tab. How to resolve an incident. In order to indicate that an incident is resolved, click on the Resolve Incident button at the top of the incident form. The system will not allow you to resolve the incident until you have entered a classification code and closed notes. These fields are found in the Closure Information tab on the incident form. Enter the closure information in these fields and select the Knowledge checkbox if you would like to create a draft knowledge article from the closed notes in the incident record. The short description from the incident record will be the knowledge article's title. If a parent incident is resolved while child tasks are still active, a warning message will appear asking the fulfiller to confirm the resolution. If the fulfiller clicks OK, the incident is resolved, but child tasks will remain open unless manually closed. If the incident is then closed manually by a manager after incident resolution, the prompt will appear again. If the manager proceeds with the closure of the incident, the tasks will this time be closed automatically along with the parent incident. Note that resolving an incident will send a notification to the reported by user. The notification will give the user the opportunity to reopen the incident and rate their service experience. Unless the reported by user decides to reopen the incident will automatically close after 5 business days in the resolved state. Priority 1 incidents and major incidents. When a Priority 1 incident is saved in the system, the ticket will be automatically assigned to the UIT iTalk group rather than to its normal support group. The priority of the incident will be based on the risk or impact, the number of users affected, as well as the CI affected by the incident. If a fulfiller is a member of the Group Managers group within ServiceNow, he or she will have the ability to override the calculated priority field on the incident. A group manager can upgrade or downgrade a priority on an existing ticket by simply selecting a new priority and saving it. Stanford UIT has 2 levels of P1 issues. A minor P1 issue is a single outage of a critical service. A major P1 is an outage of several services of potential unknown causes. A major P1 requires UIT to initiate the Department Operations Command, or DOC. The DOC is a page that goes out to all directors, executive directors, and service managers and notifies them that they all must help to troubleshoot the issue. A minor P1 issue does not require this level of response. To differentiate minor and major P1 incidents in the system, there is a DOC checkbox on the incident form that appears when service offerings in the domain of IT are selected as the affected CI on the incident form. Note that only members of Group Managers, or UIT iTalk, have the ability to designate an incident as DOC. By default, no incident is designated as DOC. Pop-up messages will appear on the incident record when a P1 incident has been opened for an extended period of time. After 30 minutes of being open, a pop-up message will appear saying, "This Priority 1 incident has been open for 30 minutes. Please notify the service manager and director-level leadership if not already contacted." A similar message appears after 60 minutes. Click OK to dismiss the messages. The Service Portal. End users can create incidents from the Service Portal by navigating to the Service Portal homepage and clicking on the Get Help link in the upper left of the page. Doing so takes them to a form that looks like this, where they can enter the basic details of their incidents. As the user types a short description of his or her issue into the form, Relevant knowledge articles as well as items and services available for request appear at the bottom of the screen. After entering their details and submitting the form, the users can click on the link at the bottom of the page and continue to correspond with technicians using the comments box displayed here. During certain hours, end users can also initiate a chat conversation with the UIT Service Desk group using the live chat icon in the lower right of the page. Fulfillers logged into ServiceNow can use the self-service chat module to open up the chat window and see chat messages in their queue. Click on the headset icon to see the chat messages in your queue. A queue contains all messages from end users to the UIT Service Desk, and each case represents a conversation. Click on a case or conversation to correspond with a user. Within the chat window, use the Transfer, Create Incident, or End Session icons to perform different actions with the chat. The Transfer option allows Service Desk members to transfer the conversation to a colleague within the Service Desk group. The colleague can then either accept or decline the conversation. Thanks for watching this video. For more detailed information on the incident application, consult the ServiceNow product documentation at this URL.